Okay, I'm going to be doing a video on color corrective techniques and to cover up like under eye circles and such things. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Okay, so the biggest thing to remember when you're doing your color corrective concealer is if you have any kind of fine lines or any creases like I have here, any kind of cream concealer is going to enhance these. So if you do have these but you still need the coverage underneath to take away that sleepy look, then you're going to want to use a liquid concealer. Okay, so I use a few different concealers to conceal my bags as they are really bad. So what I use is a brush. Now this is pretty much like a lip brush, and it works really well. So a couple things to remember is when you're concealing, if you color correct this area and you put that same color kind of down here, you're defeating the whole purpose of what you were trying to do. So make sure when you're using your color corrective concealers that you only apply it to the areas that really need it. Otherwise it's backfiring all your hard work. Okay, so the different colors that I use for color corrective techniques is, so the yellow is going to be used for covering up like green, blue, kind of purple bags. The green is going to be used for covering up any kind of red spots or acne spots that you may have. Pink is generally used for highlighting, so if you want to add a little bit extra highlight, you can put that to your brow bone. And then the orange is pretty much like your basic neutral color that you use to just do basic concealer. Okay, and so this is a cream concealer, and it's like, it was really warm and it's kind of melted a little bit, so I dispense a little bit of that onto my little art palette so that I'm not cross-contaminating, and then I just use one brush to do the color corrective techniques. So to start off, I'm going to pick up a little bit of green, and I'm going to apply it to the red area of my eye here. Okay? And then I'm just going to tap that so that it blends into my skin. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe off my brush, and I'm going to be applying my cream yellow and focusing this on the darkest spots. So that's going to be right here. And then underneath my lashes. Okay. And then I am going to use my liquid concealer. I'm going to apply a little bit on my ring finger. Generally, you use your ring finger because it's the finger that is most gentle. Okay, and then I'm going to tap it in, making sure that your hands are clean when you do this. That way I'm still getting the coverage that I want without really enhancing those creases that I have under my eye. Okay. Now this is a little bit thick, and I do usually apply it a little bit thicker as, like I said, my bags are quite a bit very dark. And then for priming my eyes, I use two primers because I have super oily skin. So I'm just going to be picking up some of my Mica Bella primer, my Mica Bella eye primer, and just applying that to my lid, and then just smoothing it out. You don't really need very much to get nice coverage. Okay, and then I use a blending brush, and I pick up some of my MAC Powder Prep and Prime, and I do this because I have super oily skin and I do long days. So I dispense a little bit onto my art palette, pick some up, bang off the extra. Okay, and then I'm going to focus that into the areas that crease. Okay, and then I'm just going to put it all over my entire lash line and up to my brow bone. And I just find that this just helps it last that little extra bit longer. Okay, and I put a little bit underneath as I do apply my concealer, fairly thick. I don't usually have a problem with too with it looking too cakey here. Because I put my foundation over top and everything, so then it all kind of blends in together and stuff. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me and just kind of let me know. General areas that need to be concealed are usually underneath the eyes, around the nose. Like as you can see, I have lots of kind of broken capillaries and lots of like redness. And then of course my acne spots. Another spot is going to be down in the corners of your lips, maybe right in here where it's darker. And then usually just kind of right on around your cupid's bow as well. Those are general areas that most people need to conceal.